Hello, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to YouTube Gaming Community. I'm your host, Trouble835. Today I have 5 videos for you. 3 are basically long subject videos to talk about, so those are going to take a while, and 2 milestone/important life milestone videos that I'd like to talk about. But today, the first video we're going to talk about is a topic that we did talk about a little bit yesterday on the live stream, but I'm going to point out ReviewTechUSA's video because it was the first video I saw on that today, and it was Nintendo allowing Let's Plays again. Now, originally when Nintendo did the whole, we're gonna take the ads on your video and we're gonna put our ads on it, and we're gonna make, we're the ones that are gonna make money off ads on your videos. People on YouTube got upset. If you were making a livelihood on YouTube, it's understandable that this could have had a very major impact on you. And a lot of people were wondering, why would Nintendo do this? This makes no sense because they're only hurting themselves. They're hurting, publicity for their game. They're hurting, the image of their company, so forth and so on. And I think a lot of people never took into this argument was the fact about copyright. That here in this country especially, copyright doesn't care that there's a little mom and pop, a little husband and wife who are a fan of your work and want to just kind of use your logo because they love you, love what you do. They don't mean no harm compared to the big corporation who stole your logo, but they're just doing it to make money. They're ripping you off completely. It doesn't care that you have to go after both or else you lose your copyright. That if you were to allow these people to do it, then this big company comes to you saying, well, you allow them to do it, then we can use it, and then you're losing your legal standing on your copyright. So in this case, it could have very well been a copyright issue that lawyers looked at and said, you know what, you own this content, you need to protect it. Again, until we actually have a legal precedent on, this whole realm of Let's Plays and video game footage and stuff, we're always going to have a constant changes, constant companies. Like right now, okay, Nintendo seems to have relaxed. They've allowed, Zach, the guy originally was all over the websites and places talking about how he's upset at Nintendo and his channel is based on that his ads have gotten restated, and it seems that other people throughout the community are getting their ads reinstated on their Nintendo videos. At the same time, you gotta understand, anytime you put up a Let's Play or an image of anything gaming related, there's always a chance the companies could change their mind. Just because Nintendo is safe now doesn't mean it won't be in 3, 6 months, a year. And this is any video game company. It's not Nintendo. So, unless a company publicly comes out and says it's all right to do this, like Minecraft, like DICE has been about Battlefield, you have to be very worried. And even then, they could change their mind at any time. So, until we have a actual law or legal ruling set in place for this, we just got to play it by ear. That if you put Let's Plays out there anytime, and one of the worst things, let's be honest, about the whole this medium we're in now, that while we all may put up Let's Plays and play a game because we absolutely love the game, or we're having fun with our friends playing this game, and we mean no harm by it. Ultimately, if the company changes their mind and ultimately starts striking down videos, and this is one of the biggest, I think, complaints I have about YouTube in general, is there is no forewarning from YouTube that this is coming. There is no, hey, you know what? After this date, guys, if you put a gameplay up, this game or this company's videos, you're going to get your video struck down, and you're going to get a strike against you. It's all of a sudden it changes with no forewarning, and you have a bunch of videos up on the product or that company, and you get a bunch of strikes, and all of a sudden you're off YouTube. It's almost like, we're glad to make videos for you. By the way, goodbye. Too bad. We don't care. We have another person to replace you in a minute. That this is one thing that needs to be changed here on YouTube, that there is no forewarning. When you go to like an eBay or other places that have places where people sell stuff or have a product, they inform you ahead of time when the changes are coming. YouTube does not. And that's one of the biggest problems with YouTube. The biggest complaint I have about YouTube is that they need to fix this, that we need to know ahead of time. But sometimes, like, imagine how much different this Nintendo thing would have been if YouTube had said, okay guys, Nintendo's going to start claiming your ads starting this date. So starting this date, if you put up a video, you will no longer be able to put ads on your videos. Everybody would have gotten ready for it. Everybody would have made changes. And people would have been upset at Nintendo. People wouldn't have been all of a sudden one day come and got, they would have been able to adjust. That everybody would be able to adjust. Imagine those people who make a living off YouTube, right? If they're able to make a living off YouTube, and all of a sudden, and their channel has a lot of these videos, and these videos get high views, and all of a sudden all the ads are gone. All of a sudden, all their money's gone, right? That's a big thing to a channel. That's a big thing to someone's livelihood. The fact there's no remorse or no ahead of time heads up is a very bad black mark against YouTube itself. This needs to be fixed. And and at some point, hopefully they listen to us and fix things like this. This is what makes us irate about YouTube. So, anyway, next up is another video. This one is by MaximRD, and it is open tag. What do you do to gain subscribers? Here's some tips. Now, this is a great video. You know, you're going to go to it and say, wow, this is a 44-minute video. That's a long video. Well, he does shout out a couple YouTubers in it, and he does have a lot of great tips for people starting off on YouTube. Now, I know one of the things happens when someone makes a tips for subscribers videos. People always look at their subscriber base and go, oh, man, you only have a couple thousand subs. Why should I listen to you? Because any person who's been on YouTube for a long time, no matter how big their subscriber count or view count is more likely to have at least one good tip for you to take from their video that may help you out. Doesn't matter if you have 100,000 subscribers, a couple thousand subscribers. The fact you've been on here that long and you've been able to build, a base of people who want to watch your videos, they must be doing something right. And they must be able to tell you or try to help you avoid some of the pitfalls they made over their time on this site. Well, one of the things I will tell people, when you first start off here today, right, one of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, go out and let people know that you're here. Because to be honest, if you start a channel and you're just here, people aren't going to know you. Now, don't get me wrong, people will find your channel over time, and that's going to happen. It's up to you whether you want it to just naturally happen, people slowly find you and you slowly build up, or you could go out there. And the best way to actually, advice to give you to be known out here is to make video responses to people's videos of open tags, is to comment to people's videos that you like. Now, I know you're going to say, well, it'd be cool to have people to talk to. Going to the bigger YouTubers is probably not the right thing to do for you because, honestly, they get a lot of requests every day, and they may not have time to give you the right answers. And not that someone won't try to give you the answers. The greatest thing about this community is most people in this community will try to answer your messages and message you back. But again, they get so many messages a day, it's more unlikely. The best thing to do for you to people to help you out is actually people who started around the same time you did, maybe have the same number of subscribers and views, that those are the more people that you're likely to bond with and have friendships with and be able to help each other out as you, build your channels up or learn your experiences of making videos here on YouTube. That one of the greatest strengths of our community in general is that we all, the friendships and the bonds that we made just by making videos and how we know each other and how we, learn to know each other and how we end up forming bonds. I mean, how many people on here have made friendships, real life friendships off here, and it's been a lot. So that would be my tips. And another thing is interact with the people who make your videos. Make sure you answer their comments because that is another thing that will keep people, or that's another thing that will get you. A lot of people will watch your videos if they know you're going to answer your comments. There's always a certain level. Let's be honest here. When people's channels get to a certain level of viewership or whatever, that's hard to do. That's almost impossible, right? But when you're starting off and you're smaller, it's very important to interact with your audience so they know that, hey, this dude interacts with me, this dude answered my question, and that pays off for a lot of people. So the next video I want to talk about is from Alpha Mega Sin, and it is petitioning to remove region lock on Wii U and 3DS. And he has a link in the video to sign the petition. And this isn't this is one of those things that completely makes sense for Nintendo. Now listen, I have never understood region locking, even back when they did it in the 80s, right, on the NES and stuff. Back when nobody could basically import anything, or people didn't know how, or it was cost too much to do it. It never made any sense to region lock, just as much as it did now. When Nintendo had a region-free DS, I was excited, right? I could get any game I want from anywhere. It was cool. The Wii, kind of the same thing. Well, the Wii, I don't think that maybe the Wii wasn't. But then when they got to the 3DS, they locked it, right? And the Wii U, and it's like, this makes no sense. Now that your two competitors, that's what Alpha Mega Sin. Now that your two competitors are region-free, you should be too. I've always thought this should be gone because I don't understand it. Listen, if I'm going to buy a game from another country early, I was never going to buy your game over here to begin with. These lost sale things that these companies like to throw at you are a lot of times just mirages. That the truth is, the people who were never going to buy that game over here, or just like the piracy thing, the people with piracy were never going to buy that game anyway. It is an inflated false number. And really, there's not enough people who are going to do it to actually affect the sales of that game over here. More importantly, region free allows people to buy games that will never be released over here. Like the PS3, it's region free. I bought a Gundam game, the first Gundam game released on it from Japan, because I wanted to play it. And it was cool to do that. I think that's where people do it. They don't really do it to buy games coming out ahead of time. And let's be honest, here's the thing. If people are going to buy games ahead of time to think they're going to do Let's Plays, this is the catcher. If that game is not out in this country, that company can simply get your video taken down or claim the ads off of it. That's like when we get back to the copyright thing with Nintendo with the ads on videos, the biggest advantage Nintendo has over you when people say, well, Nintendo needs to make money off their Let's Plays and not yours. Not really. Nintendo can simply put their Let's Plays up months before the game comes out. Days, weeks, because they made the game and they could get all the views because they're able to release it first because they made the game and they have the game so they could do the Let's Play first and they are the ones who get all the views, not you. That's why I always laugh at the argument that Nintendo needs money. It's more of a protecting your property. But I hope, again, I'm definitely going to sign a petition. I do hope they remove it because I think it is a silly thing. It is a really simple, just a simple software patch to unlock your console. So now, next two videos are kind of very important. One's an anniversary, the other's an important life moment. And the first one is from PatTheNEspunk, Pat's fifth anniversary message. Now, PatTheNEspunk has been on YouTube for 5 years. Some people may better will know him as from his Punk Effect website. And he was basically giving it an update blog / what's going on with the channel video. Now, it was funny when he was talking and you seen the original video, because I remember watching his original video. I remember watching his channel actually originally not long after it started. It was a long time ago. And the point of this video was that he's going to have a 5th anniversary PatTheNEspunk video come out. And that you may not see PatTheNEspunk anymore. So you have to wait. He said you had to wait for that to come out. But one of the things he did talk about was the fact that, for the longest time, like traditional websites linked to YouTube, he would always have the videos go on the website for months later and then get them uploaded to YouTube. Well, now he's trying to catch up on all the videos that's on the website that ain't up on YouTube, but then he's going to release the 5th anniversary video. And after that, then he's going to try to get them really close together. Because it used to be when you just made videos on YouTube and there was no gain financially, that you would send it to the website for months because that's where you were, that's where basically the bread and butter were for websites, and then it would go on YouTube later. But now that that barrier's been broken, there's no need to do that as often. So, and he's asking for advice of what you want to do. Do you want him to wait to do flea market finds, or do you want him to do really short ones so you get him more and reviews and all other stuff? But you want to hear all about his vlog, definitely go check it out. I mean, I've enjoyed over the years watching his videos. I've always enjoyed his videos, because they're, about having fun. And that, to me, is the biggest thing about gaming and people's videos, is having fun. And that's what his videos definitely are. So, the last video of the day I want to talk about is from JillPooThree, and it is Adorable Baby Emma video. So, in this video, JillPooThree shows his 6-day-old daughter, Emma, which is a really cool life experience for someone who's a father myself. It is the most amazing thing that ever happens in your life to have a kid. It is the biggest thing, not Let's Plays, not game systems, not how you talk about your hobby. The biggest and most important thing you ever going to do in your life is the kid. That kid is the most important thing you'll ever do in your life. How you raise that kid, what is, and how that kid instills your morals and stuff. That is the single most important thing you're going to leave when you're gone. And they are the most important thing in life, period. So congratulations to him for his daughter. It's really cool to see it, not only how excited he was about it, but to see his daughter. And congratulations to both him and his significant other. And that's really cool. So definitely go check it out. Definitely go say congratulations on being a dad, and definitely go congratulate Pat on 5 years on YouTube. So guys, that is all for today. And like I say in your video, remember, in your videos, be yourself, have fun with what you're doing, and that's all for today.